There was a couple who had been falling in love with each other since college, and they were married in 2020. Dr. XYZ was a wonderful husband, a doctor and the most famous specialist in genetics in the world. Dr. XYZ's wife was infertile, so she had to go gamete intra-fallopian transfer to have a child. The two of them couldn't have children on their own, so they decided to consult the doctor about the gamete intra-fallopian transfer.
Good afternoon, Dr. Luis. We are glad to see you.
Good afternoon, Dr. XYZ. I'm glad to see you too.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Mrs. XYZ, and how are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
What can I do for you, please?
We have come to seek advice about the birth of our child. My wife and I had a strong desire to start a family. We have tried several times to have a baby using natural technique, but it was unsuccessful.
I suggest you do gamete intra-fallopian transfer or zygote intra-fallopian transfer.
I did a lot of research about GIF. My wife and I think GIF is the best choice for us.
Great, but the price of making gift will be expensive. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
After the process of grief begins, it becomes successful. Finally, Miss XYZ became pregnant. They had to see the doctor twice a month due to the mother's conditions. One day, they found out that Miss XYZ has cancer.
Seriously? I'm so scared right now. I'm worried about what will happen to our child. So what are we supposed to do now?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Everything gonna be fine. We will pass through this together, sweetie.
Then they decided to see Dr. Lewis the next day at the hospital.
We found out that my wife had cancer. Will it impact on her pregnancy?
According to many cases that I have seen, your child has 30% risk of developing cancer. Don't worry, there is still a chance that your child will become healthy.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you
advice.
so much for your advice.
9 months later, Miss XYZ has already given birth to a child. At the labor room.
Congratulations, your baby is so cute.
I'm so grateful she was born. She's the best thing ever to happen in my life.
Our child is the fulfillment of happiness for both of us. I'm really glad to have her.
I don't know how long I can be with you and our little girl. If I'm not there anymore, please take the best care of our child.
Don't say that, my sweetie. No matter what happens, we will take care of our daughter together.
The patient's heart stopped beating. Excuse me, sir, you have to wait outside.
10 minutes after heart pumping, Dr. Lewis came out to inform Dr. XYZ.
I am very sorry to say that she is no longer with us.
Unfortunately, their child got a disease, which was brain cancer. Their child's name was Lin. Lin was the only valuable thing left in his life. 10 years later, Dr. XYZ and Lin lived happily and spent a lot of time together. One day, Lin suffered a relapse from brain cancer. At hospital, Dr. Lewis talks to Dr. XYZ.
From her conditions, she can live about 5 months.
What? How can I help my daughter? Please tell me, doctor. I can do everything for her.
Sorry to say that there is no way to help her anymore. Get over it.
Fine. I will find the way to help by myself.
Dr. XYZ did a lot of research to help his daughter. After Dr. XYZ did a lot of research, one day, the scientific organization contacted him to do an experiment to help him and his daughter by giving the proposal to him.
Good morning, Dr. XYZ. We contact you to help you revive your daughter.
Good morning, sir. How can you help my daughter?
Now we are going to do some experiments on liquid nitrogen.
What do you mean?
We'll freeze your daughter in liquid nitrogen so that one day in the future, medical technology will help your daughter from this disease.
How long will it take?
We can't tell you the exact time.
Give me some time to think over. I will contact you later.
4 months later,
Now your daughter's condition is becoming worse. We did our best to help her. We are really sorry.
How much time is left?
About 2 weeks.
Dr. XYZ was so depressed that he wanted his daughter to come back to life. So, Dr. XYZ decided to contact the scientific organization.
Hello, sir. I decided to help my daughter's body soak in liquid nitrogen, but you need to help her right now.
Sure, we'll take your daughter right now.
Thank you so much, sir.
Corporate team came to the hospital to get Lynn to the lab. At the laboratory, the CEO of the organization came to talk with Dr. XYZ.
Are you sure with your decision? If you are sure, then you have to sign the consent form.
Sure, I can sign it right now.
Let me introduce our scientist to you.
Hello, my name is A. I am a medical equipment developer. Hello, my name is B. I have a responsibility to control the temperature in the liquid nitrogen. And my name is C. I am an engineer. I have a responsibility to repair the mechanical. It's nice to work with you, Dr. XYZ, said by scientists A, B, and C.
I hope everything gonna be alright.
After that, the process began. They took Lynn's body into the liquid nitrogen.
I will set the temperature in the tank at minus 196 degrees Celsius. We have to control the temperature at all times because it makes Lynn's body remain stable, said by scientist B.
Okay, sir.
I will put some cancer-relieving pills in the liquid nitrogen, said by scientist A. I will check the mechanical before we freeze Lynn into liquid nitrogen, said by scientist C.
Note it, thanks.
After that, they took Lynn to freeze in the liquid nitrogen. Dr. XYZ observed and noted down the progress every week. One day, there was a problem in the liquid nitrogen tank. The oxygen was leaking out.
What's going on? Why is the oxygen leaking out? I need to call the scientist.
Call scientist C right now, said by scientist A and B. What happened, scientist C?
The oxygen was leaking out from the mechanical. Please repair the mechanical right now.
Sure, give me a second. Now the situation has returned to normal, said by scientist C.
Was a relief.
First year anniversary of Dr. XYZ's wife's date at graveyard.
Hi, my love. It's been really hard living without you. I have never forgotten our promise we made. I tried my best taking care of our child. I don't know how long it takes, but it will surely be successful. I miss you so much, darling. I hope to be your husband again in the next life.
20 years later, Dr. XYZ was getting old. He decided to have himself soaked in liquid nitrogen. At the same time, another organization did the same experiment as Dr. XYZ. Unfortunately, there was some mistake.
What is happening? Why does it come out like this?
It was an accident. You already made a commitment that you'll accept any risk.
I don't care. You killed my wife. How are you going to be responsible for this? And I will report your organization. I will tell the world that what are you doing?
Consequently, sufferers call the Thai news shows called as กระแสโหน breaking news.
Hello everyone. I have hot news that everyone is wondering what happened. Today's news is the mistake of resurrecting by using liquid nitrogen. So let's ask the sufferer what is going on. Hi sufferer.
Hi, Mr. No.
Can you tell me what happened?
I got an offer from this organization that they said they could help resurrect my wife from death, but they killed her intentionally. They are murderers.
You cannot say that. You already signed that you will accept all the risk, and one of the risks could cause death.
Oi, please calm down and sit down first. This is broadcast.
Sufferers start crying and say,
You must take this responsibility seriously.
Let's ask our lawyer. What do you think about this situation?
I don't know what to do because he already signed the consent form.
How can you become a lawyer?
Oi. Unfortunately, the time is up. See you next week.
According to this news, there were many perspectives about resurrecting by freezing the human body in liquid nitrogen. Some people think it is unethical. There were a lot of perspectives on social media. The comments have both agree and disagree.
That's so scary. I don't agree with this. This is immoral. Said by comment 1. They already died. Why do they have to keep them like that? It is the nature of life. Do people who decided to do this understand about the natural law? Said by comment 2. I totally agree with them because the person who was freezed in the liquid nitrogen almost died. So freezing her in the liquid nitrogen got nothing to lose. Said by comment 3.
After that, the company was shut down. As time has passed and the law has also been changed, at that point, freezing himself or anyone in liquid nitrogen was illegal. At the laboratory.
Have you seen the news yet? The law has already changed. They would not allow us to freeze anyone anymore. What can I do then? I really want to spend time together with my daughter when she wakes up.
Let me think about it.
Help me, please.
I don't think I can make it. I'm very sorry to say this, but I think we are all helpless.
Why not?
It's illegal. I don't want to take any risks for my company. If the company has to shut down, then we'll no longer be able to take care of your daughter. Lynn will die too.
I got you. Thank you so much for helping my daughter.
After he knew that he had no chance to live with his daughter anymore, he decided to leave her a letter in hope that one day she would have woken up to read. 1 year later, Dr. XYZ passed away. At the Dr. XYZ's funeral,
I'll miss you, Dr. XYZ. I'll take care of Lynn.
Rest in peace, Dr. XYZ, said by Scientist A. You are in my thought and prayer, said by Scientist B. Fly high and we will see you again. Wish you the best sleep, said by Scientist C. We will take the best care of your daughter, said by Scientist A, B, and C.
after Dr. XYZ dies, the CEO and all scientists continue doing the project. They develop the machine, medicine, and always keep an eye on the temperature at all times so that mistakes do not happen.
We did a good job, said by Scientist A.
Yes, you guys did the best. But we are already old. Time flies. We are getting old. We should pass on this experiment to the next generation of scientists.
We agree with you, said by Scientist B and C.
At the handover ceremony, the CEO gave an opening speech.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our delivery ceremony. Before we start, may I have the honor of the CEO to give an opening remark on this occasion, said by Scientist A.
Thank you so much, Scientist A. As you know, we are getting old, but we still have to continue doing the project that we promised to Dr. XYZ in order to help his daughter. So we have to pass on this project to the next generation. Hopefully you all can achieve our goals to resurrect Lin.
I will introduce the new scientist who will continue to take care of Lin's project. His name is Alex. He is an expert on medical engineering, said by Scientist B. He is such a genius, said by Scientist C.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I will do my best to take care of Lin.
30 years later, Lin was resurrected from being soaked in liquid nitrogen because Alex did the experiment that could help Lin from her disease. She still remembered everything, and her age was the same as when she had lived. She had no parents supporting her. She still had to live by herself, although she was only 10 years old.
Oh my gosh, are you awake? I can't believe it.
Where am I? Who are you? Where's my dad?
We are in the laboratory. My name is Arek. I have responsibility to take care of you. I'm so sorry to say that your dad has passed away. Your dad told me to give this letter to you. Let's take your time. I will be back later.
Alex called to the organization.
I have good news to tell you, my boss. Lin is awake. We did it.
That's a good news. This will be the best news that I've heard in my life. You should take Lin with you to our office as soon as possible. We have many things to do right now. This will be the biggest news in the world.
Lin slowly opened the letter. In the letter,
To my sweet daughter, 17 October 2075. Dear my dearest Lin, by the time that you read this letter, it means I would not be there with you anymore. But please know that my soul will always be there to cheer you up on every step of your life. I absolutely love you with all of my heart. You bring joy to my life, and you are so beautiful inside and out. Always be strong and courageous, my dear. If you happen to have many problems, you don't have to worry about it. I have already left some money for you in case you need it. And the last thing I want to say, thank you for making me become who I am today. It is all because of you, so I can realize who I am and what is really important in my life. The important things in my life are you and your mother. Love you, my sweetie, Dr. XYZ.
after Lin read the letter, she slowly cried.
I miss you, Dad. I hope we will meet again in the next life.
Alex comes and soothes Lin.
Your dad would be worried if you cry too much. Your dad is such a good man. He really loves you.
The CEO come to talk with Lin.
Hello, Lin. I'm so glad that you have resurrected. Would you allow us to publicize your story that we were able to help you by using liquid nitrogen so it can benefit the world and the law will be changed?
Sure, sir. If it can benefit the world and the law will be changed, I would love to do it for everyone.
The news show กระแสหง invited Alex and Lin to an interview. Breaking news.
Good morning, Mr. Alex and Miss Lin. Am I you?
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you, madam.
Can you tell us more about your treatment for brain cancer?
I only know that I was soaked in the liquid nitrogen. I think Alec can explain about the process better because he's one of the scientists that make this project become successful.
Sure. Alex, can you tell us about this project?
Why not? This project began with Lynn's father dealing with our organization to cure her from brain cancer. At that time, Lynn's condition became critical, so we decided to soak her in liquid nitrogen and cure her with the medicine.
It is unbelievable. You are such a genius. But I have one question to ask you. Why did Lynn not become older even as time passed?
It is because of liquid nitrogen. It can make Lynn's body and age remain stable.
Can I ask you some question, Lynn?
Sure, madam.
Do you feel anything has changed?
Everything has changed since 2017 until now. I live in a world that has changed, so I need to adjust and keep on living my life.
I am glad you were resurrected and successful. Unfortunately, the time is up now. Thank you for coming today.
After that, resurrecting by freezing the human's body in the liquid nitrogen is legal. Moreover, liquid nitrogen is used in medicine broadly.